let's get this all jammed up. Well. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another very out of the bloom type of video. Today, we have something special. And by we, I mean by myself. Today, we are going to do one of the probably now voted, requested video by you guys. We are going to explore all the blue line stations in the MBTA system, otherwise known as the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authorities. That's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to start it off by giving out some warnings out here, honestly. I'm going to give some warnings. Number one, this is my personal opinion, and this is what I think of the blue line stations. You can disagree with me, you can agree with me, you don't have to, I don't care. This is just my personal opinion of what I think of the blue line stations. So you can attack me, agree, whatever. Go ahead by all means. 2, I am not going to do a history of the blue line, because I am not wasting 4 hours of my time in my somewhat busy life trying to memorize the history of the blue line. And if you guys want a history of the blue line, I'm going to put a video right here. You can watch this video, or maybe another video over here if I even find another video. And I'll put those links down in the description if you guys want to watch it, or in the cards, because I am not going to review or take a history brief about the stations. I am just simply going to these stations and giving my honest review of what I think of every blue line station in the entire system. And 3, I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, because I don't want this video to become an hour long. If it does, I deeply apologize. At least the blue line is short enough, to say the least. So that is what we're doing for today's episode. So with 12 blue line stations, we are going to review all the 12 blue line stations in the MBTA system. And honestly, this is the shortest subway line of all the other 3 lines. We are going to explore just the blue line because it's the shortest one of them all, and that's what you guys have said in the voting polls as of last week, when I asked you all what video would you like me to make. I'm going to rate it based on creativity. That's probably going to be one of them. The overall structure and accessibility. Those are the 3 I'm going to be assessing these stations based on. Creativity, the structure, and accessibility. That's how I'm going to rate it. You probably rate it differently, but that's how I'm going to rate it. We're going to start from Wonderland. We're going to start with Wonderland, and we're going to work all the way down to Bowdoin. We're going to go inbound to Bowdoin. But we're going to take a train to one stop ahead, and then we're going to review it. And just go around and see what's over at each blue line station. And give my review about it. So, hope you guys enjoy this one, because this is going to take a while to make, especially for myself. Currently, this video is being filmed on July 14th at exactly 3:01 p.m. So, this video might come out possibly within like 2 weeks or later on, depending how my editors want to even do with it, but that's basically the gist of today's video. I will also say this right now. The blue line is free. So that's why I kind of want to do this video, because it makes it so much easier. So I don't have to constantly pay when I get back into the station, because that just be crazy. I'm basically paying like once just to get into the station. Then when I leave to like the next station, that means I have to pay again, and that just probably takes like 10 minutes. I'm basically paying it for like 10 minutes, which is kind of absurd. But the reason why the blue line is free is because the Sumner Tunnel is closed at the moment. It is closed for a month, which started on July 5th, for the tunnel, because it's really old. and this will continue until August 5th. So this means the 450 will terminate at Wood Island, and the 117 will use the Ted Williams Tunnel because it also extends to Haymarket at the early morning. And there are 2 trips that even go to Wonderland from State Street, let alone? Which is kind of absurd. Why have 2 trips from State to Wonderland? I don't know, I just think that's kind of weird for the 117 to have. But this is technically just a regular bus route. When a year or 2 goes by, we have the Better Bus project into fruition, which is gonna probably suck for the most part. Every single Bowdoin station in the MBTA system, from Wonderland all the way inbound to Bowdoin, and we're gonna judge it based on creativity, the structure, and the accessibility of these stations. And I'm going to also give out which station is probably the best one so far, and I'm going to see which one has like good amount of things you can do outside of the station itself, because to be fair, people would like to do stuff outside the station as well. So I'm going to also review what you can do outside of the station as well. But anyways, this will be taking a while, but hopefully it'll be worth it for you guys. So without further ado, without cutting the hassle, let's begin on heading to Wonderland for this review. So to make sure that my phone will not die in these explorations, I have 4 power banks. This one is from Five Below, costs about $5, and as you can see, it is fully charged. And this guy, I bought it off of Amazon for about possibly $30, and it's at 100%. And this was dropped beforehand, so that's why this kind of looks bad on camera right now. So, and this one actually also has these 2 as well, so I can charge 2 at the same time, but it will drain this a lot more. And at this point, I've also got my bucket hat because the extreme heat is occurring right now. It is currently 89 degrees, which is absolutely giving you intense heat for today's episode. So I'm also going to grab myself some water as well to prevent myself from getting potential heat stroke, because that is and that can potentially happen if we go out. I'm technically don't have to really pay for anything for today's episode, so technically I'm essentially money free, because the 116 and the 117, they are free for the course of the Southern Tunnel closure, so I can technically take those 2 bus routes for free without any trouble. So that's what I'm going to be taking essentially to Wonderland, just so that we can start this blue line exploration. Whatever one arrives first is what I'll probably get. I believe the 116 already left, and the 117 has left as well. Alright, sweet. I just missed the 2 buses. Great. Looks like I'm going to be sitting in Bellingham for like 20 minutes, so I'll catch you guys back once I get the bus to Wonderland and get on with the video, because I didn't really plan for it. Thank God I caught that one. I literally laid on a shagger and it's like, there's this bus. Got it. Alright, off to Wonderland. Off to Wonderland. Apparently, a tree fell. There's another one behind us that's about 33 minutes behind. This bus right now is about 8 minutes behind schedule. I'm not too surprised that the lanes, because some streets are under construction.
Please hold on while remain seated while the bus is moving.
Not too surprised. So, correction. The bus is actually at Revere right now. I looked earlier on, it's at Revere right now. So, but that is still 33 minutes behind schedule. We are 10 minutes behind. And we're going to see construction. Well, that's 30 more to wait with the AMRAP. Very nice. already the busway itself, it looks pretty prominent. You have signs indicating where you're supposed to board your bus. You have the 110, 117, 116, 411, 424, 426, 439, 441, 442, 450, and D455. They all are boarding at their 31st, so take a look at the sign the next time you try to board your bus. Although sometimes it can get very weird with the 450 and 426 counterparts. They also have a garage as we are currently walking and expecting it right now. So they have a elevated parking garage. So not sure how many levels there are, but from what I observed, there's about like 5 or 6 levels. But also my editor can confirm how much there actually is. So anyways, so this is what the busway looks like and the parking garage looks like. Nothing too crazy. You also have the bike storage as well, and the station itself. So, but let's try and make this a little bit quicker. Oh, there goes the Bowdoin train. I don't know if we're really gonna get that on. This is North Shore Road, and this is Wonderland Station. And this is the parking garage with the T logo. So it looks pretty well structured for a terminus. And if you have not seen already, there are signs that indicate how much will you pay during the temporary closure of the Sun Tunnel. So it looks like it has accessibility here. That does not self-cluster. Something doesn't look right over here. Barricades. I'm not sure. That kind of sounds like the premises of this episode. And those things struggle to open. In fact, it looks like this. So it looks like some glass has been destroyed. But it's honestly a beautiful view of what Wonderland looks like. And if you look over there, you have the plaza and the walkway to Revere Beach. So, and this would be a perfect time to enjoy a nice, peaceful day at the Revere Beach for, just a summer trip, because honestly, with the intense heat, cooling off is the best way to go for. And as you can see, there are plenty of stairs as well, which is intense. But let's go back in the elevator and head to the garage. Seamlessly as I missed my train as the thing just ran. Oh, I hear the Camaro actually. I'm not sure if we can get it from this scope, but there would be like Camaro like somewhere around here. But I'm not sure if we can get it because one of mine have already passed, but I swore heard a horn. But to be fair, it also could be like a boy as well. But yeah. So honestly, Wonderland itself, it feels pretty standard. Has a good amount of accessibility. The structure looks very bland. Not the best type of structure, but I mean, it still keeps up with itself, except for this. I don't know what happened over here, but this is like poor structure at this point because they haven't really fixed it. They just kind of put like a temporary blockade. So, not sure what's going on there. So, water bottle, plenty of trash. Expect. And there's a convenience store across. This is the 6th level of the garage. Going downwards even more. Oh, there goes my train now. Switching tracks, as you would normally expect. Fifth level has a good amount of cars over here. And what's even cool is that Wonderland, the outbound platform, as we can see, they have accessibility as well. So you can go up to the plaza from Wonderland platform or the outbound platform, and there's also the elevator as well. So people who are in wheelchairs can head up to the plaza. So honestly, Wonderland is honestly not the creative station out there, but it's like it's morally structured, but also stable enough that the accessibility has been pretty good so far. But I can't say that for every other station though. This is just one out of every other station. So this is one of the exits. This will take you to the plaza / Revere Beach and another parking lot. And from here, you can see the interior of Bowdoin Station. And funny enough, there's a Charlie card up there. There's like 3 Charlie cards up there. Oh. We have a 442. Nice. We have a 442 going to Marblehead. Just Marblehead. No Central Square, no nothing. And over there, we're up to 162. So what's funny about here is this technically is where some people would come from the Wonderland train. Merely is that there's essentially this walkway, I guess I would say. Oh look, 455. I wonder when we're gonna ride this bus again. Really wonder when we're gonna ride this bus again. And it's 3:49, so the driver is about a few minutes late. Oh, 116. It's the police station. Yay. So there's like an accessible ramp, the side, elevator to Bowdoin, and stairs. So for the sake of our time, let's just do the elevator because we're here for another like 8 more minutes until we get our train to Revere Beach. Technically, Revere Beach is 10 minutes away from here, actually, ironically. So, I don't know. Would you really wait for your train that's just 10 minutes away from Revere Station? Maybe not, but oh well. This elevator looks really nice, you know. I like it. I believe the train has right here. Oh well. Oh, at least in 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, never mind it. That's an understatement. But what I want to do. Aha, there is a Charlie card. Grab this. Ah, $1.30. Nice.
Blue Line service is free to August 5th during the closure of the Sumner Tunnel.
Alright, so this is a well-structured place, and I say right now it's very, very accessible to a lot of people. So I'm glad the station is doing pretty well still. But I mean, to be fair, it's kind of cool. Now our next stop will be Revere Beach, and we're gonna review Beach. We're gonna review Revere Beach, and then head off to the rest of the other stations. They are free. They're free. Let's go for this car. Why not? That's a very distinct T logo.
Next stop, Revere Beach. No smoking, please.
Blue Line service is free to August 5th during the closure of the Sumner Tunnel.
Revere Beach. So, by the looks of it, you have an exit over here, but no exit over here. But that's not all. You have another exit right there. You have a third exit right there. So you're telling me this station has the outbound platform specifically has 3 exits, but the inbound platform only has 1 exit. I feel very meticulous about the fact that there's only 1 exit for the inbound, but there's like 3 for the outbound. Also, the train stopped. Not sure what's going on. Maybe signal issues, but anyways. So by the looks of it, it's very like structured very well. Not too bad for its, build, honestly. And they do have elevators for the most part. Oh, this elevator is very. Look at that. Hi. But yeah, not too much from Revere Beach. It's pretty much just a plain station, featuring 28 seconds. And from the interior of it, what it looks like, it doesn't look very much as well. You have some seating, frame machines, and that's kind of really weird. You can exit from this way. You can pretty much get to this MGH building. You arrive at the MGH hospital. Considering that 2D don't even work, with an accessible ramp, that'll get you to once again Revere Beach, because Revere Beach starts from like somewhere over there and then works way far than Wonderland Station itself. To complete Revere Beach. And there's also Twist and Shake and a pretty good amount of stores that you can do here, or stuff that you can do outside of Revere Beach Station. So honestly, the creativity, honestly, I don't know about the creativity. It just looks very normal to me. It's very like boring but normal. The structure is pretty straightforward and standard, and its accessibility, I believe it's good as well. So, Revere Beach Station. But I'm just confused on the fact of why they have 3 exits for the outbound platform, but they only have 1 exit for the inbound platform. What did you think? They all like share platforms or share exits to the same place? But that doesn't seem to be the case here. And this is what it looks like from the outside. It looks very authentic. So there's some stores aside from here. And another entrance this way. You have to walk all the way that way and you get to Revere Station. with this station at hand, there's a good chance sometimes of not having a transit ambassador. Those are like those red uniformed workers that would just help customers with like paying or how to get somewhere. So there doesn't seem one here, and oh, it's expired. There you go. So this is
Attention passengers. The next Blue Line train to Bowdoin is now approaching. Attention passengers. The next Blue Line train to Bowdoin is now arriving.
Is there a speaker in his elevator? What the heck? I just swore there was a speaker in the elevator.
Entering Beachmont, the doors will open on the right side of the train.
So this, my friends, is Beachmont. Very more open, but also still structured, with plenty of seats and question of verdict. Some of these you can move, which is unpleasant because it makes you feel less comfortable with waiting for your train, like this, or this, or this. Oh, actually that's fine. This is fine. This is fine too. So some of these seats are broken, not the best seats, but I guess you can say they're still comfortable either way. And they only have an escalator up to the platform. Meanwhile, in the outbound platform, you have one for downwards to the lobby. And you also have the elevators as well. So let's take the elevators a shot. And there is also something else as well, located from here. So, here's the doors. And hi! Glass everywhere. You can even see myself. I'm the camouflage. Hi! And that's kind of really it for the station. And it slows down. Not too much. The lobby is dragged again. So this is what it looks like. You have the stairs, the escalators, stairgates are over here. And not too much. It's like not too much at all, but just kind of straight to the point. And you also have the bus stop right over there. So, I mean, that's kind of essentially it for this station. Very close to summertime. Yeah. Notice how dry or dirty these machines are. Oh my gosh. And apart from that, I think that's really it for the Beachmont Station. They're also like scheduled as well. No transit ambassador over here. So I'll explain Beachmont Station. And they also have a bus stop right there. Very poorly. So, but overall the station looks very well used. They also have a sign that says no loitering in stationary per order of MBTA. machines. So that's kind of like the one setback. And these machines look good up to your satisfactions. Press. But anyways, trains in 6 minutes. What do you want me to do for the next 6 minutes here? I don't know. It's not really much of a way to do this. Just to get elevated possibly. So I think that's what we're probably doing. And the next stop is Suffolk Downs. So we're gonna go to Suffolk Downs. I've never been to Suffolk Downs in my entire blue line of just searching a little bit. In my entire blue line of interest, I never stopped at Suffolk Downs and explored the station entirely. This is the day that we're gonna be exploring Suffolk Downs Station, which I'm gonna be pretty surprised. I don't know, it's gonna be pretty whack, but oh well. We'll see you guys at the next station. So it already looks like there's already like a bunch of wrong things over here, mainly especially because there's a cleaner but no transit ambassador over here. And the station looks really poor in this regard, mainly because there barely is much accessibility. I mean, you have a ramp, that's for one, you have a ramp, but no elevators whatsoever. You do not have a single elevator over here on Suffolk Downs. You have these machines, they do work fully, and the rest is just pretty plain as heck. Clearly there was an oversight with this one of Suffolk Downs being the most least used station in the Blue Line system. And there's not really much to show from the Blue Line itself. So let's be honest, the accessibility here is very low. And a little bit poor too. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit poor too. There is 2 ramps, but they're both blocked up. As you can see, they're both blocked off. So it makes it very much not too much of extreme pain, but it still becomes pain because they technically put you in the same direction, but at the same time, what are you really gonna go in the same direction anyways? So this particularly a good me till 2 minutes just to really get up here. After that, literally almost the entire literally has been chopped off into 2 intersections with some seats. I'll give props for that, but at the same time, who would sit here and those fences make this look like it's has very poor structure? There's not much you can really do about this place at all. And this one is just a complete ridicule of a basic copying, but this time you have one that is behind the other one, which is just why in the first place? Why even have that in the first place to even begin with? Like, you're basically just accumulated basically 3 minutes of people's time to not only probably waste their time to get the train on time, but you know, everything else above it. And my personal opinion, I think Suffolk Downs barely looks fine at this point, especially with the entire structure. Oh my god. And the even worst part is that there is no fairgates around here. So this is the worst part. So what you have to do is you have to walk this way. If you want to get for the Wonderland train, by the way, this is how you get to the Wonderland train. For pretty much any time for your boarding from this end. You basically walk up here. Got to this whole fiasco, right? Right? You have to basically go over there. You have to take this entire walkway to the ferry, which is over there. And then you have to take the other walkway that'll get you to the Wonderland platform. It's so bad that literally they take you 3 minutes or at least 5 minutes just for you to get to your Wonderland platform because of how poor it looks. There's not even an entrance from this way to the Wonderland platform. You have to do a diverse freaking cut to the outbound platform, and it's fucking ridiculous. And the fact that they separated it too, it makes it so bad to separate. So, my regards to the station, I'm gonna say it right now. It is very poor. I'm not gonna lie, the creativity here is pretty good, but apart from the creativity, there's nothing else to really give good to this station. It's literally deserted. The structure is very poor in this regard, and the accessibility is very low too. You'd be surprised at how low the accessibility is, and maybe poor too, maybe poor in this regards. So, slightly down. It's one of the slightly worse stations to be in. So, there goes that one. But next up we have Orient Heights. And let's hope that can rise our hopes up after this ridiculed piece of planning station. And by the way, this is what it looks like from this perspective. There are no fare machines, no fare gates, no absolutely nothing. You have to go all the way over here, work all the way up, come down here, go to these fare gates, and then work this way to the other walkway, which then will put you to Wonderland. I can't imagine people who have to rely on the station just for its poor design. I'm not gonna lie with you, this is probably one of the poor designs of a station so far. It's not the best, and seeing as there are already passengers trying to get to the Wonderland platform, they're probably gonna miss their train for sure. So, yeah. Orient Heights. Cool, what's the name? Well, it's Orient Heights, alright. But what is Orient Heights exactly? You have two exits over here. The fare gates are over here. And it's a bit more strange because the setup for this station is way more different compared to Revere Beach, let alone. There are elevators, but there are two elevators. Seeing as Suffolk Downs had like that barricade where one path goes this way, the other path goes like the almost the same way, but like one of them just like it will get you somewhere, the other one doesn't get you somewhere. That's kind of like the sexy name for Orient Heights, where one stairs will get you to like see here, there are two elevators. One will get you to the outer platform, but one will get you to the outer platform, but without even getting in for fare purposes. And to be fair, this station is pretty solid. Over here you have a busway dedicated to the 120 to Maverick or Orient Heights Loop. Hey, look, guys, I found a trolley card. Has 0 bullcrap. It's buffoonery. He completely demolished this sign. What the? Get what I mean by there's like 2 paths, but this sign one is just like to get you to the actual platform this time, and then the other one is just to get to, you know, without fear. So, and this is where you would board the 712 and the 713. One of them, or 2 of them. This is the 712 over there, and the other side is like 713. But they run a frequent service on Saturdays and Sundays, so just be aware about that. If you guys are ever gonna take a stroll on these routes. Bye-bye, train. So let's get our way to Bowdoin using the actual way of how to get there if we paid our fare. So we take this elevator and work our way up. Man, I definitely need some water soon because I'm starting to feel the heat, intense heat. Farther up here, we're now in a different path. As you can clearly see, we're in a different path. There's the elevator for that one, but we're gonna, of course, take the stairs to the platform. So these are the stairs, and we just go down here. Up I hear the wind, possibly the 120, until we are waiting for the blue line to Wood Island. So our next stop, let's see.
Next stop, Wood Island.
For some reason, what caught my eye was how, and like these two, they don't look as like, you know, what's the word, like flat out like stretched. But when you go like over here, as you can see, kind of looks like the O's are like way more bigger than the W and D. It's just a little bit. It's just me, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right, you know? Especially because, I mean, judging from looking at the station, it just looks very, not too complex, but it just looks seriously complexed up. It kind of looks like slow it down a little bit, where you have to have like go one way and then go this way, and to get to the Wonderland platform, which is something that I would personally not do, honestly. So, but overall, it doesn't look too bad, honestly. And this was actually one of my first stations to ever visit during my first time ever going out solo in July 2019. So if I had done this like a week ago, then this would have been like the mark of the 5 years I've been to where I'm at the first time. But that wouldn't be. Also because since technically there are no transit passengers, technically it's because like the blue line doesn't have like, you know, you don't have to deal with much blue line annoyances. So interesting. Sorry, this machine is temporarily out of service. I wonder why it's temporarily out of service. There's the schedules over here, as you can see. 2 more on the side. With a quarter. Nice. There's an elevator over here. And there's nothing much to really explore, really. Apart from the fact that this Wood Island Station is a very complex pattern. I suppose the busway itself, which looks pretty basic. Yet the signs indicating 121, a T sign. On 120, either to Orient Heights or Maverick, and a 112. And this is how the bus route looks like. Very basic and not much to really talk about. Although, what I did discover is this. That's cool. And that's basically just a Wood Island. Also, when is the 112 arriving? Oh, they don't have any 112 schedules. Interesting. They just have rapid train schedules, the 120 to 121, but for some reason they don't have the 112 schedule. I guess people don't want to ride the 112. Oh, look at this. There are Charlie tickets. Fatters for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's Wood Island, I guess, and both trains arrive in 5 minutes. So, Wood Island is just basically deserted, with basically nothing in spare to promise. And since it's free, this should be open. But as you can see, that is not open. Because last year they actually had this open. For some reason this year, no one went first morning. But apart from that, nothing really else speaks out. I'm not sure if it works. It may not work actually. I'm just realizing that at this point. Yeah, the elevator might not work actually. So, accessibility, it's good, but it's something that is cut loose. Yeah, I think this elevator is broken. Oh, no, it's not apparently. It's so weird. I pressed the button for the up part, but for some reason when I press it for this one, this is actually open. It might not open. Well, whatever. So this elevator is probably broken. But apart from that little nag, nothing else speaks out. So, it's just Wood Island. Very, very, very decently accessible, but some parts are not looking accessible right now. And that's kind of really it. Little to complain about. There's little to complain about. There's a way you can remove these stickers too. Now it's permanent. So the place is right here, and now this thing is permanent. You can still, of course, tap your card, but leave it there. Actually, that's kind of a good idea then. Somebody's gonna have absolutely no idea that there's a Charlie card plastered into here. Look at that. Innovation just keeps getting real and real.
Next stop, airport.
This is Airport Station, probably one of the most popular stations on the Blue Line, mainly for a lot of foreign travelers. outside of Boston. So honestly, this is one of those places that it's interesting because this is the only station that pantographs that are being involved in this station. If you're going to Bowdoin, you'll probably see those pantographs being lowered because it's going under the ground and up below the level of ground level. But if you're heading from Maverick, in this case outbound really, you will rise the pantographs because you're on above ground level. So that's kind of interesting for this station. Otherwise, it looks very, very well structured and very accessible with much elevators, escalators, stairs, all that good stuff from this station on itself. It's so accessible that there are multiple stairs and whatnot and like shortcuts and yada 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 just to even get to where you even need to be, including this guy, the exits. So this will get you Bremen Street and the elevator, so let's go over here real quick. This is the exit / entrance to the station. And the Bremen Street Park. Almost says State Park for some reason. But yeah, there's a park over here. You'd have a pretty good time. And stairs to the opposite side. So yeah, they have elevators, escalators, stairs, and this walkway. More. And what's even better is that they also have bus connections to the Logan Airport. And with the exception of the Silver Line XL3, which gets you to Chelsea, or South Station. So this is the opposite side. They have a scheduled vault right here. Elevator. And it's an elevator. Great. And more fan machines to your side. No train ambassador once again. And apparently one of them is broken. So this station is pretty accessible, well structured, and pretty good based on creativity. But now it's time to go for the next train to Maverick. Say basic because, well, it really is basic. As you can see, there really isn't much to really discover over here apart from an entrance way over there and an entrance over here. Two far ends. But the only cool thing I see here is this thing right here, known as a train tracker.
The next Bowdoin train.
It's a train tracker that allows you to track your trains from where they're at.
The following Bowdoin train arrives in 18.
So in this case, one of them says Suffolk down, which will arrive in about 7 minutes. And vice versa. Pretty cool, right? And at this point, there's not really much. Just fare machines on both sides, accessibility, and that's kind of the gist of Maverick. And this is the log. This is the part of Maverick too. They also have elevators, but some parts are broken. Timetable, bus way, and the bus itself. The best thing about Maverick is that there is also a connection where you can take the East Boston ferry that'll put you to Aquarium in less than like 15 minutes, something like that. I believe it's free. I'm not really sure at this point. But if you walk Vaude, and there'll probably be like signs of where you should board the boat / ferry. You'll get to like Aquarium in like 10 minutes, but that's it for Maverick really. And there's another entrance like over there as well. So there's a lot of things you can do here at Maverick. There's a Burger King, Hong Kong, the station grocery. There's also convenience stores and a 7-Eleven, which I'm gonna be honest, I might go stop at 7-Eleven because I've already finished up my water and I'm still not doing good in circumstance to being in this intense heat. So I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and potentially buy something over there, but I'm not sure yet. So alright, look at this 7-Eleven. Looking good so far. So the only one I've not tried yet is the Star Spangled Splash. That's about $2.94 right there. I'm not sure if I want to pay $2.94 for a new drink, but to be fair, I tried everything else. So I didn't buy anything because the train isn't. But I was gonna buy something, or it was like real caramel, like, but I just didn't want to buy anything, honestly. So here we are at this point. So we're gonna be off to Aquarium next. Free. And now we're off to Aquarium, our next stop. Welcome to Aquarium. On this little aquarium, I can see this being like a pretty good renaissance with, and this was built in 2003, supposed to be, I'm not sure. But this is Aquarium Station. It's accessible. It has stairs. No, there's escalators, but it's on the other side. And not much from this entrance, to be honest. And in the stairs, you have elevator and this entrance, which is interesting because the first thing that you look at is this. And a warning. Do not insert credit or debit card. Swipe above only. The machine will take your card. Well read. And not only that, one of the escalators is broken. And there's a trolley car. There's nothing inside. So this is one of the entrances to Aquarium. It's accessible, and the structure overall is nice, because also this is also like right next to water as well, in which sometimes water can cause like damages to the structure, but overall the structure seems to be pretty good. The accessibility is pretty good. The creativity, seeing as the entire like train station is like somehow big. I don't know if that's considered creativity, but I guess it's for one. And this is where one of the entrances will put you to. It'll put you to kind of close to where the ferry is. Yeah, you can see. Since we're now in the Boston area now, and even better, if you walk from here to Haymarket, it'll probably be like 10 minutes of your time. And you know what's even more ironic? If you walk from here about at least like 10 minutes up 4th again, you will get to State Street. it's funny. You first have Wonderland and Revere Beach. They're like 10 minutes away from each other. Now you have Aquarium and State that are also 10 minutes away from each other. As well as from State to the government center. They're like probably like 5 minutes apart of each other. And and from government center to Bowdoin, it's essentially like a 10-minute difference. So I don't know if I would take the blue line at this point, but for the sake, let's just go to the other entrance. And I believe the train will arrive in about a couple minutes. So, as you can see, there's one of the station entrances. There's also 7-Eleven over there as well. So that's great. And this is the route of where 344 is presented. How about that? This is where one of the routes, the 354, is kind of close to the, station by itself. It doesn't stop here. It just passes by. But still pretty good. Ironically, here's the train station by itself. The Starbucks cup. So, within this way, we only have an escalator that goes up. No elevators. There is an elevator, however, it's not located over here. The elevator is accessible in the other way. So, there's the elevator. There's elevators over here too. So, with the sake of our 3 minutes until we get to State, let's press this. For some reason, it just closed on me. Oh, whatever. I feel like I don't press these buttons. Like I did, but for some reason the algorithm don't. Also, it displays these for some reason, but okay. Meanwhile, train's in 3 minutes. Splash. Be careful about that one. And so far, this has taken me 2 hours to film because I started this at like 3:35, so now it's 5:31. So it's been about 2 hours since we started this exploration. Luckily, we got 2 more stations. Actually, 3 more stations to be covering up. Oh boy, 3 more stations. That being State, Government Center, and freaking
The next Wonderland train arrives in 9 minutes.
freaking and Bowdoin.
Wonderland train.
Anyways, we'll wait for you guys when we get to State.
State Street. The doors will open on the right side of the train.
So, the blue line, State Street. It looks very, very stable enough after it's rebuilt at some point. And there are 2 entrances. So we're entered into, for the sake of this scatterbrained adventure. So this is where you would change the orange line. As you can see, you would go this way to get to Oak Grove, and then you just take up those stairs.
The following Bowdoin train arrives in 19 minutes.
So this is one of the entrances. As you can see, one of the entrances is right here. I don't know what's the point, to be honest. But do they have goodies? Let's find out. Elevator's not even over here. I will be honest, this elevator came slowly. It took about a good 10 seconds. This is probably made the exact same meaning here. 10 seconds. Just for the elevator. So this is one of the entrances, as you can clearly see over here. It is very OP. Get you to the heart of State Street. And if you can kind of already see where you would board 354, the 354 boards right over there, where the Washington 3 bus shelter is. And over there is Haymarket. This whack shuttle bus or coach bus. Driven by sunshine. I don't know what that means. But apart from those two silly little nags, this is a prominent station built for a lot of attention because a lot of people use this station too. It's probably another popular station to come across by, mainly because, well, it's kind of close to the greater Boston. As you can see, this is where the 354 is, connecting you to North Burlington via Memphis Square and Woburn. And this is the second entrance. Also very standard, and it's very quiet. So we're going this way to get ourselves to Bowdoin. That way is to Wonderland, so we're gonna go to Bowdoin. Walk down here. And walk down here. And you arrive at the other side. So now we're gonna head to Government Center to ride and see the Government Center station. So the great thing about this station is that it's really accessible and it's structured, and the creativity here is slightly okay. It could be a little bit more better, but honestly it's just a station. So now we're heading to Government Center now. We're gonna head there, explore that station, and then on to the last station, Bowdoin Station, and then we'll do a final review once we arrive at Bowdoin. So we'll see you guys when we get to Government Center.
Next stop, Government Center. Change for the Green Line.
Welcome to Government Center. Now this for sure had a rebuild, a whole rebuild, because of the lack of accessibility and the lack of structure that it suffered in a couple years ago. And at some point, I think it was like 2015 or something like that, with my editor, they can provide the real date. The new Government Center officially opened to the public, making it the new, widely accessible Government Center. So, as you can see, it doesn't look very, kind of looks okay, to be honest. It doesn't look anything different. Very much the same as you would see. Seating, stairs, elevator, all the good stuff that technically will just get you to where you need to be. And that's kind of really it, because the Blue Line station is so short that the rest of the station is the Green Line itself. So, not too much from the Bowdoin Station. If you take these stairs, it'll get you to Blue Line. These stairs will get you if you take the Bowdoin train to the Green Line. And there's one more, well, technically two more at this point. If you take one way, those stairs right there, it'll get you to the blue line. And if you take those stairs right there, it'll also get you to the blue line. Which this is close to the exit to actual government center, in which it looks beautiful with full courtesy. So this is what the lobby looks like. Very structured, very well done, and not very ballistic on creativity. So this is Government Center, and if you can see, the 354 bus stop. Oh look, a shuttle bus. Look at that. This is for the Red Line shuttle. Because yes, did you know there's Red Line shuttles? That are running from July 13th to 28th. As of the time of recording this video. This is what the station looks like as a whole. There are seating outside and a lot of things you can do outside of the station itself. So yes, Government Center has a lot of things you can do over here, and honestly, it's well deserved, you know. It's very structured, it's very well accessible to the many people here of Boston and foreigner travelers. And the creativity here, I'm not gonna say it's creative, but it looks very, I guess you can say the word attractive to look at. But apart from that little things, if you look this way, you can kind of see where Bowdoin Station is. It's actually over there at that point. So if you walk from here to over there, that's kind of like 5 minutes. So, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna end it off with walking. We're not gonna walk. We're gonna take the Blue Line train back to Bowdoin and explore that station and give our final ratings at the station. So let's head back, because I believe the train will be arriving about probably 5 more minutes or 3 more minutes. So let's head back at this point. Alright fellas, we're on the train to our last and final stop of this entire exploration. And that being
Next and last stop for this train is
Bowdoin Station on 766.
Entering Bowdoin. The doors will open on the left side of the train.
Alright, this is our last station of exploration. After this, I will give my final verdict on every station and what I will rate it out of 100 of each Blue Line station. So stick to the end of this video till I give a rating of every station and which one I think is the best one out of all of them. And funny enough, look at that. We're closer together. Anyways. And this is Bowdoin, the last stop. This is the last stop of this train. And as you can see, it looks very old, and it looks very boring, and it looks very basic too, to be honest. there's not a whole lot you can really do at this point, except there's something that you can do over here. And apart from that, there's nothing really else to, I guess you can say, explore this station without a doubt. It's really just getting in and out, and that's all. So here's how to open the doors on a train. So basically, these will light up, if they're even allowed to be light up. As you can see, press on this, and it will magically open. So that's what you should do for most trains. So once again, to open the train, if you're ever boarding a boat, when the lights are flashing, press on this and you will open the doors to the train. One more time, push this, and boom. And of course, they'll close all the doors. So even if one door is closed, most of them will just be closed anyways, or all of them will be closed anyway. So that's how you yourself can open the doors on these trains. And there you have it. All of the Blue Line stations soon to be finished explored by your one and only Yoshi-istic. So let's finish this off and explore the rest of the station. So at this point, the station looks dry, it looks boring, and there's not really much either here either. The reality is kind of broken because of the escalators, but apart from the escalators, most of the stuff that you see here is pretty in a functional state. The one thing that is suffering though is the lack of accessibility, which it does not have an elevator and doesn't really have an escalator, which sucks because, I mean, as you can see, it looks like this. Not even completed. So I don't know what you want me to tell you about that. It's just one of those broken stations. But otherwise, that's it for Bowdoin. Not much to foresee. Still more shuttles. Gray line from Tennessee. What the heck? There you have it. Your YouTuber Yoshi-istic has explored all the Blue Line stations from 3:30 to 6:10, which took about 2 hours and 40 minutes of explorations, which is pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Also, look at the shuttles. You have Empire Transit. You also have a coach bus from whatever this is, and then you have this guy. There's so many of these at this point. Joining in out of nowhere for the shuttles. Anyways, so what I personally think about these stations, they're great. It's pretty enjoyable to explore. And honestly, if I were to give these stations a good out of 100, I'm going to consider Wonderland a 90 out of 100. Revere Beach receives like a maybe like a 85 out of 100. Beachmont gets like a 80 out of 100. Suffolk Downs receives like a 60 out of 100 because it's not the best station out there. And it's not really decent either. Orient Heights gets a 75 from me. Wood Island gets like a 65 for me. Airport gets like a 90 for me. Aquarium gets like an 85 for me. State gets like an 80. State gets like an 80. Government Center gets like a 85, and then Bowdoin gets like a 70 out of 100. So, but that is all for today's video. So I'm gonna say this right now: if this video gets 100 likes, I will be exploring all the Orient line stations. However, if it gets 500 likes, I will do all the red line stations. And if I do the red line stations, it's gonna be real painful, because I have absolutely no idea how that's going to turn out. But hopefully this video can show you guys what these blue line stations look like, so your next commute won't be too much of a hassle or too much of a complication or complex. So if you enjoyed this, consider liking, consider subscribing. That's all I ask in the favor of this 3 hour, potentially 3 hours of exploration. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I do, and that will be all. So once again, 100 likes for the orange lines all stations review, 500 likes for the all red line stations review. So just putting it out there, but I will end the video here. I'm gonna go to Target and stop by for some drinks, and I'm gonna head on back home and get ready to prepare to edit this video. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and have a good day.